Ukraine. Most people think they know this country, Slavic, Orthodox, maybe a little Russian influenced, but peel back the surface, and what you find is something far more complex. Behind Ukraine's language and landmarks is a deeper story, written in genes, shaped by nomads, carved by empires, and whispered through centuries of trade, war, exile, and resilience. So who are the Ukrainians, really? What does their DNA reveal? And why does this country hold genetic fingerprints from Slavs, Turks, Jews, and even the Ottoman Empire? This is Ukraine, unfiltered, unflattened, and genetically unforgotten. Modern Ukraine is multi-ethnic. While Ukrainians make up about 78% of the population, they share the country with Russians, around 17%, Crimean Tatars, Jews, Poles, Belarusians, Hungarians, Moldovans, Bulgarians, and Romanians. Some of these groups arrived centuries ago. Others, like Jews and Tatars, have called Ukrainian lands home for over 1,000 years. But even among ethnic Ukrainians, there's no one-size-fits-all identity. Someone from Lviv might have Carpathian or Polish roots. Someone from Odessa may have Jewish, Ottoman, or even Greek ancestry. Someone from Donetsk might carry Cossack and Tatar blood. Let's start with the Slavic backbone of Ukrainian DNA. The dominant Y-DNA haplogroup in ethnic Ukrainian men is R1A, especially the R1AM458 and R1AZ282 branches. This links them to other East Slavs, Russians, and Belarusians. The mtDNA maternal line shows a typical European mix, H, U, T, and J, most of which have been present in Europe since the Neolithic and Bronze Age. In short, Ukrainians are genetically very European, with a strong Slavic identity, but not exclusively, because if you zoom in on regional data, a different picture emerges. The southern steppes of Ukraine were once a superhighway of ancient nomads, Scythians, Sarmatians, and later Turkic groups like the Pecheneg, Cumans, Nogais, and Crimean Tatars. These peoples left more than just names on the map, they left genes, especially in the south and east. One major influence, the Crimean Tatars, a Turkic-speaking, mostly Muslim group. They descend from a blend of Kipchak Turks, Mongols, Greeks, Goths, and Slavs. Their DNA includes haplogroups like C, Q, and J2, uncommon among Slavs but more common in Turkic and Central Asian populations. Even today, subtle Turkic signals appear in southern Ukrainian gene pools, especially in people with roots near Crimea, Kherson, or Zaporizhia. By the early 1900s, over 2 million Jews lived in the lands that are now Ukraine. They formed one of the world's largest and most vibrant Ashkenazi Jewish communities. From Kiev to Odessa, from Lviv to Dnipro, Jewish Ukrainians built synagogues, ran trade routes, wrote poetry, and endured centuries of persecution. Their DNA is unique, a core of Levantine ancestry from ancient Israelites, blended with Southern European DNA, likely from converts or intermarriage in Roman times, and shaped by centuries of endogamy, marrying within the community. Here's something many overlook. Parts of southern Ukraine were once under Ottoman control, directly or indirectly, for centuries. The Crimean Khanate, a Turkic Muslim state and Ottoman vassal, dominated the steppe from the 15th to 18th centuries. Cities like Achakiv, Izmail, and parts of Odessa Oblast were Ottoman outposts. The Ottoman legacy shows up in place names, architecture, and minor Middle Eastern or Anatolian DNA markers and locals from southern port cities. While not widespread, this layer adds to the genetic richness of Ukraine's southern population. Beyond the dominant Ukrainian and Russian populations, Ukraine hosts other long-standing communities. Poles, especially in western oblasts like Lviv and Volyn, Hungarians in Zakarpattia, where Hungarian is still spoken, Bulgarians and Gagauz in the south, Romanians and Moldovans along the border. Each of these groups has unique DNA threads and phenotypes, contributing to Ukraine's multi-layered identity. Ukraine isn't a melting pot, it's a quilt. So what do Ukrainians look like? The stereotype is light skin, straight light brown or blonde hair, and gray-blue eyes. This is common, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. You'll also find darker-haired individuals in the south, often with olive or slightly tanned complexions, echoes of Tatar, Greek, or Ottoman ancestry. In western Ukraine, lighter eyes and Central European features. In the Carpathians, rounder facial features and even Balkan traits. In Jewish-descended Ukrainians, darker features, high cheekbones, and Central European Semitic blends. Phenotypes reflect Ukraine's crossroads position between Europe, the steppe, and the Mediterranean world. Ukraine is not just a country, it's a civilizational borderland, shaped by movement, empire, exile, and survival. Its DNA tells a story of Slavic farmers and warriors, Turkic horsemen and Muslim khans, Jewish scribes and merchants, and forgotten empires that once ruled the steppe. This mix didn't erase anyone, it layered them. And today, as Ukraine continues to assert its place on the world stage, its genetic past reminds us this is not a land of one people but a land of many people who became one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe for more hidden ancestry stories from around the world. Thanks for watching and see you next time.